Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Georgia Sports Nation. We got some more Hawks and Braves content coming to you guys today. The Hawks, fresh off an amazing win at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. While Trae Young was a little off his game, got hurt in the game, Dejounte Murray covered him and became the new villain that the Knicks now hate. So now we got double trouble for Knicks fans, and we also got to preview the Pelicans game this weekend, which should be interesting as we see Zion and Brandon Ingram is listed as probable for that game coming off concussion protocol. So should be a great matchup against the Pelicans, as well as we'll be sprinkling in some Braves talk at the end with the contract talks with Dansby Swanson and discussing the Gold Gloves with Dansby winning his first and Max Fried third straight Gold Glove for him. So congratulations to those two. But first, we got two. We're gonna introduce our two new guys on the show. How's it going, Larry?
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing out there?
What it do? What it do?
What's going on?
And then we got OG Big Sam. How's it going today?
What's happening, people? What's happening?
What's going on?
So we're gonna start. We're gonna start off here by just putting into words, if we can, how good Dejounte Murray really was on Wednesday. I mean, he was the catalyst for the third quarter turnaround and really kept us in the game when it was looking bad. And at the end of the second quarter, he started hitting those. The three ball was on point. Pull up mid ranger was on point. He really had a full game and showed really why the Hawks went out and got this guy. What did you guys see from Dejounte Murray that really made him the star of the show on Wednesday?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna go ahead on and start out by saying that Dejounte Murray and Trae Young has agreed to co-parent the New York Knicks.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think he actually turned the game on the defensive end of the floor because he was just. I mean, he was wreaking havoc. He was all over the place. I mean, he was a one man press. He was. I mean, he was covering every square on the floor. He stayed in passing lanes. He was digging down on the bigs when the bigs was trying to put the ball on the floor. Most notably, Julius Randle, and basically. Dejounte did what we brought him in here to do. You know, whenever there's an off game for Trae, and honestly, it really wasn't even an off game for Trae. Trae just got hit in the eye. He got hit in the eye, and it slowed him down. And hey, he did what a 1A star should do is hold it down. Got a little help from the supporting cast. Onyeka did fabulous off the bench. The Holiday brothers did good off the bench. Jalen Johnson did good off the bench. The young man AJ Griffin, he's still trying to find his way a little bit, but he getting in some crucial playing time. Also, even though they got in foul trouble, Hunter and Collins really they really kind of stabilized things a little bit with their activity. Hunter on the defensive end, Collins hitting the board. Capella did what he usually do, gave us what he can give us. Given his situation, I really think Capella might be still trying to get back to 100%.
agreed.
That's something we got to keep a close eye on. And the Hawks really basically did what they were supposed to do when you are better than a team. Even though they dropped down by 23 points, they stayed the course. They actually executed the 3 C's, calm, clear, and connected that Coach Nate McMillan has been preaching for going on his third year with us. They made great halftime adjustments, and as much heat as Coach Nate takes, I gotta hand him his flowers for the halftime adjustment. So but yeah, Dejounte Murray pretty much just, you know, he did what we brought him in here to do, and that's to put him on his back, while his brother had ice pack on his eye. Now that seems to be a pretty good formula. So what I'm proposing is I'm gonna black Trae Young's other eye, so he can
No,
be.
hey, watch your mouth.
You know, I knew his typical Skip Bayless turnabout of hating Trae Young was gonna come right at the end of that. You know,
No. Actually,
I knew.
Actually, I don't hate Trae Young. I just dislike him. You know how you do your kids. You know how you love your kids because you have to.
Not liking, saying you're not liking them is the first thing you can say without saying you actually hate it.
No. See, I don't hate my kids. I don't hate my kids, but I dislike them seriously. But I love them because I have to, and that's how I treat Trae Young. But all jokes aside, I'm gonna tell you something. With Dejounte Murray coming in here, with DeAndre Hunter, to me, DeAndre Hunter, basketball skill wise, and I'm gonna say this slowly. Basketball skill wise, I think he got the highest upside basketball skill wise of any of our five starters. He got a nice mid range game. He got a nice body on him. Sometimes he get a little clumsy on his dribble. Other than that, he can shoot. He can shoot the three. He can run the floor. Plays better than average perimeter defense, and he plays pretty good ball on ball. He's a good on ball defender. John Collins now, just like somebody alluded to last night on Blackberry Show, John Collins now he ain't got to worry about being the second or the third option. He can just go out there. He can just go out there and use his athleticism. And John Collins can give you a double-double just off his athleticism.
Yeah,
now,
that's what he did against the Knicks. He got 12 points and 13 rebounds.
Yeah. I mean, now picture him hitting the three. Picture him catching some lobs. So that's a very good sign. Only in this season, y'all, the Hawks have checked off a lot of boxes, and I want to revisit something. I want before the next person give their thought. I want to revisit something that we discussed last night. Is this Hawks team built for a championship run? The key thing I say is built for a championship run. I'm not asking are they ready, because they may not be ready right now, but are they built for a championship run? That's all I got.
I mean,
I think
if y'all want to answer that.
I think as currently constituted and actually seeing the defensive formula, because I think what a lot of people seem to miss, especially about this particular starting, when you look at to me, when you look at them, what jumps out to me about them is wingspan.
Oh, with the Hawks or with
the Hawks?
Okay, yeah.
You know, with Dejounte, with JC, with Clint, with Dre Hunter.
Yeah, the wingspan, especially Dejounte. We saw Dejounte get so many steals, and we'll go over that, especially in some film that I got to watch later when we discuss in detail the third quarter adjustments. But the wingspan really helped get out and run in transition and create easy offense.
Yeah.
Dejounte get 20 points in transition by itself.
Yep. And I really like how the Hawks are running the offense right now. We were dead last in transition points last year. Now in fast break points, we're averaging mid-20s to lower 20s. So it's really gotten us easy looks. What did you guys also wanted to say, either Larry or Blackberry, if y'all want to answer this, Dejounte Murray took a career high
36, yeah.
12. Well, he took two career highs this game. He took a career high 12 3-point attempts and career high 36. So with his game expanding to the 3-point line, he's actually shooting 40% from three. Best shooter on the team this year from three, except for AJ Griffin. But I mean, the limited attempts.
That's a small sample size.
Small sample.
Yeah, this is Larry. I'm a little long-winded too, so I'm gonna keep it short though. With Dejounte Murray, I watch a lot of basketball, just not Atlanta sports. But I've liked Dejounte when he was with the Spurs. Defensively, he is probably second all-team type talent on defense. to be honest. Like, he's instinctual. You can't teach that, what he does. Get in the passing lanes. You know what I'm saying? Be disruptive. Chest to chest defense. You can't teach that. You either got that dog in you, you don't. So he's exactly what we needed for this team, because a lot of people compare Trae to Steph, but I don't do that. I compare Trae to like Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? A scoring point guard who can score and assist at a high level, but he needs a dog next to him like Joe Dumars.
I like
and
that.
to me, Dejounte is his Joe Dumars. You know what I'm saying? Now, not trying to completely compare both players to two Hall of Famers. I'm just saying that mold. You know what I'm saying? He's not big and tall like Klay Thompson. And last year, on spot up shots, he shot 37.8% from three. So he's a good shooter, and he's a good catch and shooter when he has the opportunity. But just like Trae Young, who shot 46.7 last year in the corner, he rarely get it because both of them control the ball so much. So them going off like your turn, my turn, and them actually running plays with Trae coming off the curl, which is amazing to me, because, you know, when Trae don't have the ball, normally he would stand up by the hash in the three-point line in his sunken place. That's why I call Trae Young sunken place. Now we have another true ball handler on here, another true playmaker that can actually open Trae Young's game, and you don't have to be so, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he's going to have the ball in his hand because he's still one of the premier, you know, playmakers. But having him have someone that well to say, hey, look, dude, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And then he respect that person to be able to do it. It will open him up. And I've actually seen Trae actually play a little defense this year. Now, he's still bad at it, but at least he's giving effort now. I think Dejounte hustle and that Spurs mentality has rubbed off on all of these players. Yeah, sorry about that. I was a little long-winded. Go ahead.
No, I like that. And also, the comparison you used, I do a similar thing too. For me, it's like Steve Nash and Sean Marion.
Yeah.
And like that's two great comparisons right there. But Dejounte really has impressed me with his 3-point shooting. And that's a great detail on the catch and shoot threes, because normally we weren't going to get that. You know, Bogey and Kevin Huerter, when he was here, were decent ball handlers, but they're not that 1B.
Oh, no.
They're not a 1B. So,
like, you couldn't really justify it. Yeah, I mean, Trae Young, we all worry about his, you know, his shot selection and decision making sometimes. But, I mean, with all of that said, he was with his high efficiency, he was the number one player with his efficiency in the league last year. So we all sit back and we dissect Trae Young's game because we see it every day. But if you compare him to everyone else in the NBA who have a high volume of shots and a ball in his hand, Trae was the most efficient. He could get better, of course. He's already said it. But with Dejounte Murray here, that's going to happen either way, because Trae averaging 10 assists, and then Dejounte averaging 7 assists. Like, that's dangerous to always have an all-star point guard on the court at all times.
And speaking of Trae to Dejounte, I know that's BlackBerry's famous phrase right here: Trae to Dejounte, Dejounte to Trae. What do you BlackBerry? What are you seeing from these two guys that Larry was saying from the creating open looks from three for each other?
You know what? First of all, it's not. You can compare them to two Hall of Famers, because hot take right here. I'm saying these two together in Atlanta, where they stay healthy, are future Hall of Famers. So I'm putting that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and sign that on the dotted line. But I'm gonna say this, like OG True said. With Dejounte here now, there's so much more you can get out of John Collins. And because of that, you can make everybody else better on the floor as well.
100% agree.
Because now, with all the movement that you're able to do, and we said this last night, if a lot of what you all are seeing with the Hawks looks real similar to what's going on in Golden State, it's because Travis Schlenk has orchestrated. And I mean, come on, I said this when he was in San Antonio. Dejounte, he was limited to a Popovich system. You're going to see some more highs out of him this season.
Okay. I think, I agree with you, man. I mean, the leash is taking off. You know, Coach Nate is going to let them guys play as much as they want to. And I agree with you. We got to get John Collins activated because in those first 2 games, really first 3 games, man, we were going to JC, and it looked like he worked on his game in the offseason. That little baby hook was hitting. You know what I'm saying? He was actually sealing his man, which he had a problem with previous years when I saw someone like Eric Gordon move him out of the post. That's 6'4", and we'll move him out of the post. So I love to see John Collins doing well.
You know what? Let me tell you what I see going on. And Dominique kind of pointed out on one of the broadcasts. JC, you bigger than this guy. Why are you fighting with him? Go to your spot, hold your spot, and don't chicken fight with him. If he push you, the ref got to do his job and make that call. But if you sit there and chicken fight with him, that means you telling the ref, okay, it's free game. We're gonna bang a little bit, and the ref gonna let y'all both get away with something. But if you sit there, if you get on that block and just sit right there, then Gordon really can't move. Collins so anxious he want the ball. So go to your spot, plant yourself, call for the ball. If he moves you, if he uproots you, the ref got to make a call. And the ref don't make a call, that's when Nate needs to throw a chair. Nate, one of his assistants, I don't care. Throw a chair. So just go to JC just need to go to the block, get on his spot, and call for the basketball. If they uproot him, they got to call it.
Well, they weren't calling last year, and he would get – I mean, I saw Eric Gordon and several smaller guys that play small forward. Yep, Drew Holiday. I've seen them uproot. I seen them uproot him like a tree and be like, "Hey, bro, I need you to move and get out of the paint." And I'm like, John Collins, how you letting these dudes get you out of there? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a low base thing that I was worried about JC, but I don't know if he went to go take judo classes or sumo classes or whatever to get his balance better. But he's down in the post. He putting his hand up, and no one's uprooting him this year. And that was a fundamental thing that he had to work on. You know what I'm saying? And that shows on his rebounding too, because he doesn't box out. He try to out jump people, and that's why we have a problem. That's one of our problems on this team.
Which
is rebounding.
Yeah,
rebounding is a big problem on this team. And it's not because we're small. I know a lot of people gonna say we're small.
We're not.
No, because there's other small teams that rebound better than us. The Toronto Raptors are all 6'10", 6'9", okay? But their bigs got fundamentals and they out-hustled us to the ball. You know what I'm saying? We try to out-jump people, they box out. Fundamentals are boxing out. Clint Capella is the only one that does that. Yeka Kongu and John Collins try to use their athleticism to get the ball instead of putting your butt on them, putting your arms out like you taught, boxing somebody out, and then securing the rebound.
I agree. I like that. And you know who's done a great job here so far in Atlanta and doing that box out, those fundamentals, that Dejounte and Aaron freaking Holiday. Aaron
Holiday does it too.
He's been great this season. He's filled in that DeLon Wright that role. You know, those clutch offensive rebounds, those steals from full court pressure, getting the steals in the passing lanes. He's filled in the DeLon Wright role well. And unfortunately we couldn't sign DeLon. We might have dodged a bullet there.
Are you talking about Justin or Aaron?
No, Aaron Holiday.
Or Aaron. Okay.
Justin is in a shooting slump right now. He's a career 36% shooter from three.
Yeah.
It's not going to stick. He's going
to.
No,
it's not going to stay. Yeah, he's going to play better. Yeah.
But I want to quickly go over this, and then we'll hit some details about the third quarter. Jeremiah says John has a hard time establishing positions against players that aren't rookies, and I think there is some truth to that because. Especially in the Rockets game early, we saw Jabari Smith could not hold him. We saw in the Maggiet game, Paolo Banchero could not hold him. And
yes.
JC, when he starts shooting the three ball better, he started the season off on fire from three in the first three games. Even against Charlotte, he was good. But now he's cooled off, and I wonder when he gets that 3-point shot back, it'll open up more of his inside game. So I wonder if that has something to do with why we're not seeing as many touches from JC because, teams are like, okay, he's struggling from three. We're going to pack the paint a little bit on him. So I wonder if that has something to do as well. But
I don't think he's taking as many 3-point attempts because of
he's still taking
what Nate wants him to do now on the offensive side of the ball. I don't think he thinks he needs to take as many 3-point attempts. Now he's trying to run the floor a little bit more, move around on the floor, and use his athleticism on the offensive end to just be better than the guy that's defending him with his athleticism instead of being a light pole, sitting on the perimeter.
Yeah, I agree with that. A lot more motion to JC instead of just sitting down in the corner. The same with I think they probably like him and DeAndre Hunter take turns cutting to the basket. Yeah. Whichever one don't get the ball is spotting up in the corner. I kind of noticed that, and they've been running off ball action. Yeah. Like what they'll do is they'll start either John Collins or they'll start DeAndre Hunter or Dejounte Murray on one side and run an off ball screen for them. And they'll do the exact same thing when Dejounte bring the ball up for Trae. So the action is they start on one side, they run through two picks to get the ball on the other side or pop to the elbow shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So because Trae and Dejounte like working at the top of the key, you know what I'm saying, attacking downhill. And that action right there gets the defenders looking the other way. So that's kind of what I see. But yeah, my bad.
Yeah, those two plays that you were mentioning, I believe the sets we run, one is called pistol, and then the other one is Spain, where Trae sets the screen and he pops up and Capella rolls, so the defender has to choose one to go with Capella and go to Trae, which is really good to see Trae engaging an off ball.
Yes.
Action. So I'm really liking how we're running Spain right now. It worked against the Knicks really well. We ran pistol a lot for Bogey when he a lot of the time when he started last year. He would get that pull up mid range by the elbow, and that shot seemed automatic almost every time. So I'm really curious to see what we run with Bogey, and hopefully it'll be like the same results as last year.
And that's the really good thing, man. We don't even have Bogey yet. That's 15 to 20 points. That's not there. And we're 3-2 right now. I mean, 5-3, excuse me, right now. Yeah, we're 5-3 now, leading the division, by the way. Falcons and Hawks. Let's go.
Sam, what were you gonna add in?
You got 40 points coming out of your backcourt on average.
Yep.
And DeAndre Hunter is starting to turn into your third weapon.
Yes, he is.
My opinion about Collins is not a popular one. It's going to continue to be unpopular because this is just what I've seen.
I mean, it's his sixth season,
I don't think John Collins has the. Let me see if I can keep it
clean. PG.
Good spot to play power forward in the league, even in this generation. Because here's the problem with teams that have seen him and this problem we're just talking about. you are now labeled as a soft guy.
Yeah, fair or unfair.
It's just
That is
that
true.
100.
Yeah.
John Collins has a reputation of a soft guy. When teams are designing their defenses to put their backup point guard, or their most defensive point guard on you to move you out the paint, that is a problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, but he looked better this year, bro.
He has been a little bit better, but
He has been better this year.
You could put makeup on, you could put lipstick on a pig, and it's still gonna be a pig.
I feel you, man. It's his 6th year. We
because
can't keep waiting on potential. Yeah.
If he's looking that just so all that well, how come they stop going to him in the post? How come they stop going to him?
I think
because everything
you
that
have
was
good
working
points.
That they didn't stop doing. That's the only thing that quote unquote was working that they stopped doing. Why they stopped going to him in the post? If they don't think the same thing that I'm thinking, please prove me wrong.
Well, I think the other games, one or the other, like Dejounte was hot or Trae Young was hot in 2 other games, so that's who the ball was going through naturally. But I feel you. I definitely feel you. The first 2 games they were going through it, but they were against 2 rookies, so you have a point right there. It was 2 rookies when he looked his best this year, and then when he faced Giannis.
Sound better when you say it out loud.
Yeah, when he faced man, I just don't know why he don't do well against Julius Randle. Like, I'm really high on DeAndre Hunter. I've always have been, but I know that a lot of people aren't. A lot of people wanted Cam Reddish instead, but DeAndre scored 20. Cam Reddish scored 6. So yeah, no, I wasn't either. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't impressed at Duke, but I was labeled a hater. You know what I'm saying? But I just never saw the potential that people thought of him. My main thing is that this is the first season that DeAndre Hunter has ever had an offseason to work on his game. All the other offseason, he was freaking just rehabbing. So this is really, I wouldn't say his first year. I would say more like his 2nd year. Now he's going to his 4th, but he's been rehabbing so much that hopefully he can stay healthy. God willing, he stays healthy. And we can see a better DeAndre Hunter. But, yeah, I mean, Trae is averaging like 16 this year. Yeah.
He's had a grown man all season.
Yeah, hopefully we can see that from Collins. But what should we do with Collins fade against competition? And then we're going to move on to some of the film I want to examine from the 2-3 zone adjustment.
But I got one solution. To John Collins' problem.
Yep.
And he may have to get a couple of flavor ones. But he bring them elbows up. I guarantee you, all that uprooting will stop. Bring them elbows up. He might have to get a flagrant one here. Hey, the other guys do it. Why not?
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Put that elbow.
100%. That's old school. But we already, like him and DeAndre Hunter, get the silliest fouls already. Are we just gonna tell him to just chin check one person? Lose maybe a game.
That's my thing. They calling the BS on him anyway. Give him something to call.
All right, I'm with you.
Give him something to call. I guarantee he start putting that elbow up there. Hey, because them little guys right down there at elbow level. Hey, come across that bridge with that nose a couple times. A little accidental tap. I guarantee you all that uprooting will stop. Them guys will start making business decisions down there in the post.
He ain't got that life.
I don't know. We'll see.
He ain't about that life, man.
No,
we'll see. But one thing that really switched the game around for the Hawks in the second half was, and as much as we could criticize Nate McMillan, his 2-3 zone adjustment against the Knicks. Where I'm going to go into a little bit of a lot of X's and O's here from me playing basketball here, but from a 2-3 zone, everybody knows the Knicks can't shoot threes really well. Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, the 2 best players, arguably. Brunson's shooting well, but Julius Randle and RJ Barrett shooting 21% from 3 on the year, and in a 2-3 zone, if you don't have shooting, you need 3 things. You need quick decision making, off-ball screens, and off-ball movement if you don't have the shooting to beat a zone. And Jalen Brunson on the Knicks really deserves a lot of slander for what I saw from him on Wednesday against our zone. There was none of that. No quick decisions. There was no off-ball movement, no off-ball screens.
That's Thibodeau. That's Thibodeau.
Yeah. And Tibbs really has to go for New York. I know New York fans. I was in Twitter Spaces a lot at the end of the game, and he's got to go in New York. It's crazy what he's doing. But hey, as long as New York stays bad, I'm good if they keep Tibbs. You know,
keep Tibbs. Keep Tibbs.
But this video here of a Dejounte Murray steal is really what I'm talking about, with especially in the first segment of the show. We were talking about with how good he's been on the defensive end.
Scoring. Rose stolen by Murray. Another steal from
Give me that.
Murray. This is
Good pass. Congo with the finish. Let's go.
Yes, sir. And you see there how Dejounte kind of baits that pass. Those defensive instincts are what makes him so good. And if you see Isaiah Hartenstein setting an on-ball screen there against the zone, I mean, wait, what? Like, how is that going to help? I really did not see. They looked like a high school team. Me trying to play basketball, and like if I was on junior varsity my freshman year, playing against the Eagles zone, I had no clue what I was doing. That's
it's like they never recognized that the Hawks went into zone, which is surprising since that's what turned around. That's what we beat them with in the playoffs 2 years ago.
Yeah, what did you guys
beat them?
And if I know Blackberry and Sam, you haven't talked a lot specifically. What did you guys see from the Hawks that you'd like them to implement more against teams that don't have the shooting like they did against Knicks, like for example the Lakers maybe, or the Pelicans? They don't shoot the 3-ball well either, outside of CJ and Brandon Ingram.
Well, as far as our offense is concerned, I think we're better just sticking to what we actually do best, like pick and roll. And let Trae decide, okay, either I'm going to float it or I'm going to lob it. Or if they continue to, bend down in on me, I got shooters. Why do anything else different?
Yeah.
I think he was talking about defensively. What would you do defensively?
Yeah.
Well, defensively, it goes back to what I made mention of earlier. Their wingspan is going to make life a little easy. I mean, they're getting a lot of steals. They're rebounding the ball pretty well.
We've been out rebounding every game. That's an issue.
I mean, what I mean is when they're fighting, but it's not nothing to write home about. But they are getting boards. It's not as much as they should be.
Okay, yeah. It needs to be more of a team effort.
We need to gang rebound. Rebound. Okay.
That also goes into what I mean about Jason Collins. Dude, he's 6'10". Why is he averaging 15 boards a game?
The team in rebounds this year. He's actually in the team.
How many people in the league averaging 15 boards a game right now?
This probably only
I know
Gobert, I think.
Somebody trying to be realistic.
And Clint Capella.
That's right.
He get. I mean, what he had like what two of the 8 games they played that he hadn't got double digits in rebound. I'm trying to see what you're asking for.
I'm asking for with those boards, make them mean something.
I mean, he's
talking about impactful rebounds. I see what he's saying, but I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna agree to disagree, but I'm also gonna agree. John Collins rebounds the way he does, and I talked about this a little bit before earlier. He tries to out jump you, and just goes back to fundamentals. Him and Okongwu try to out jump you, use their athleticism instead of boxing out people. Just like you said, put them elbows up, let them feel them elbows. Boom, hit them in the chest with it. Like, no, you're not going to jump over my back, or you're not going to slide around me and grab the offensive rebound.
And it's not about whether he got it in him or not. It's all about
Teach it.
It ain't about whether he got it in him or not. Just do it.
Well,
I mean, it ain't like he's going to start a fight.
No, hey man, there is something to say about someone having a dog in them. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I talked too much.
No, you
go ahead.
You on point.
No. No, because I'm loving this team, but there's deficiencies that I see.
That's why I asked the question earlier. Is this team built? Is this team built? There's a difference between is this team built or is this team ready? They may not be quite ready. There are a few things we need to work on. How about let's just go out there? Got a roster spot open, to my understanding. How about let's just go out?
I don't think we do. Actually, I think
we did. Okay.
Because we have two guys on two ways that are assigned.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
We have two guys on two ways, and then we also assigned Tyrese Martin to.
Yeah, we got Martin. And he came in. Yeah, so we got too many victory cigars. Somebody's gonna have to go to the G League when the Skyhawks start. Someone have to go over to the Gateway Center and play for 2 Chainz.
I'm gonna keep alluding to those 5 guys that are available: Dwight Howard, Hassan Whiteside, Tristan Thompson, Boogie Cousins, Derek Favors. We need to go get one of them guys. I mean,
I would say Favors just for someone who's never had any problems or never been a distraction on a team. Dwight has been here before and been a distraction. I would love Dwight because he averaged like 9 and 9 last year. But again, him being back home with all these strip clubs, that's probably a no.
The only thing I might push back on that a little bit, because the only thing if JJ doesn't pan out, we could see a front court of Derek Favors, of Dwight Howard, and Onyeka, which has no shooting, and with Justin Holiday in the slump in the shooting slump he is right now, we need more shooting on the floor. So in that case, true. I would like Carmelo Anthony, but honestly, I don't think we go out and sign a free agent. If I'm being honest, I don't think we go out and do it.
Do you think Carmelo would relish coming off the bench for the Hawks instead of someone who's like another proven contender? I think we're there, like almost there. I think we're like the 4 or 5 seed if we play well. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Melo need to be real with himself and realize you ain't at that point in your career no more to be picky about whether or not you come off a damn bench or not.
Yep.
Hey, that's 100%, Blackberry. I'm there with you, but you know these guys are Hall of Famers. They got ego. Look at Russell Westbrook.
They should be about a championship.
He coming off the bench. He coming off the bench and playing really well.
He is, but it took him a whole damn year to realize that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And that's for LeBron telling him, bro, help us out. Go there. We ain't got no LeBron on our team to tell him sit down on the bench. And then Carmelo look at DeAndre Hunter and be like, man, I'm better than this kid. Start me.
I guess maybe.
You feel me?
I see what you're
Carmelo got.
But I mean, also we got a comment here from Southside. What's wrong with Frank? I haven't seen him in the rotation.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank
is a living.
He's not making our rotation.
Winning cigar. Frank is the winning cigar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the victory cigar or the losing cigar. Either way, we either winning big or losing big.
Yeah, that's facts.
He come in.
He's not making this rotation. He's not better than Onyeka. He's not better than Jalen Johnson. I mean, like he's not making a rotation. That's why. But if something happened to an Onyeka Okongwu, to a Clint Capella, to a Jalen Johnson, that's why we see he's like the Gorgie Jang role from the beginning of last season. When Onyeka started the season hurt last year, Gorgie Jang was playing important minutes for us. And that's what we have Frank Kaminsky for.
Yeah, basically.
He's insurance.
TLC.
He's simply insurance. I don't know why so many Hawks fans expect Frank the Tank to come in and give us a double as a third center.
It's crazy.
I'm not getting it.
No way.
Crazy.
I'm not getting it. I mean, you know, I'm not getting it. I still say go out and get one of them veteran bigs. I'm a full-fledged no on Carmelo Anthony. We don't need that around here. We don't need nobody coming in here demanding stuff that he had. How many rings he got?
None.
Did he get one? Huh?
Melo?
None. Zero.
Okay. You ain't got he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think we all agree to that. But look, bro, you ain't won much to becoming somewhere. Like you said, how dare him be picky?
Yeah,
You know,
right.
we don't need
Dwight
it.
got one in the bubble. Didn't Dwight get one in the bubble?
Yeah, Dwight got one. He played a major part in them getting that.
Yeah, Dwight was good.
So I mean,
he played well for them.
I don't know that he burnt any bridges with this regime. That was Danny Fair, right?
What did he do? He got into it with Dennis Schroeder, who said he didn't want to sit for the rebuild.
Yeah, that was Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, that was Schroeder.
If you call that a distraction, other than that,
let's be honest. Let's be honest. He came here. He came to a team that wasn't yet ready for anything.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard plays dividends coming off the bench as an enforcer, coming off that bench.
That's true.
100%.
He plays dividends.
That's what we did.
It's something that he developed, and I used to get some flack about this back in the day when he was coming out of his prime, when he was still sort of in his prime, was that he needed to learn how to be a dog. He needed to learn how to be mean. A mean big man. He needed to learn how to do that. He was too goddamn goofy and silly. He was too worried about wearing Superman capes and doing dumb shit than he was about being an enforcer. But with your size and with your grit, you need to be an enforcer. And he found that finally when he made it over there to LA. I don't know why it took him so damn long. Maybe it took for LeBron James to be like, hey man, do you look at yourself when you wake up in the morning and see who you are and what you are? You are a big ass dude, bro. You need to be enforcing your will out there against these little guys that's going up against you. So it with me is Travis Schlenk, and I'm telling folks this. The similarities he got with Terry Fontenot, even though Travis Schlenk is in a higher role in the front office now.
Yeah.
But it's still his team. He's still orchestrating his team. But he said it a couple years ago. He is not going to shy away from getting talent. If it's holes, well, we see, like OG said, the thing is, we're saying we are built for the championship run, but that definitely does not mean there aren't some holes we can plug in.
We are ready,
Well, we get an enforcer like a Dwight Howard or like a Favors or like a Whiteside that can come in off of that bench, and that's what you need as a solid piece off the bench to make it, because we can score on that second unit. We got great perimeter defense on that second unit. If we add an enforcer in there, because we know Big O is gonna play it hard out. He plays big, but like you all said earlier, he's running off of his athleticism on the defensive end as opposed to playing big on the defensive end. Now he can get up there and he can block shots and all that good stuff, and he's good at putting his hands out. But if we can get somebody that can do what he's not good at that 4/5 position, that can come in there and be an enforcer, this team gonna be unstoppable because that first unit is ready. That first unit ready.
Blackberry, let me tell you what that enforcer do. When the game is out of hand, we losing anyway. We getting shitted on by the refs.
Lay the wood. The goon.
That's that message you sent. You down. Hey, you down. You down 115-81. That's that message you sent.
And Dwight was really willing to do that when he was a Laker. So
okay, refs.
It wouldn't be a foul.
Y'all want to call tick-tack fouls? Y'all want to let them get away with this? We're gonna give you something to call. He goes into the third row. I'll take that flagrant one.
There you go.
Pay the fine.
And you know who was there at first? Hill. Hill's not on here. We haven't had an enforcer since Solomon Hill. Yep.
Hey, when Trae and Dejounte getting beat up, not getting the call, I tell you what, start beating that guy up. Okay. Oh, you want to call that tick and tack? Okay, I'm gonna throw him over the announce table.
That's right.
We got to get just a little bit. Yeah. Not over the top with it. We got to get just a little bit of Detroit Pistons, at least the 04 version.
Bad boy, yeah. And that's what Solomon Hill was. I miss Solomon Hill.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like in the playoffs when dude hit Trae Young and Trae Young just shook it off and Solo was like, what? And elbowed him? Yeah, I love that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we definitely need someone. You don't have anyone like that yet.
That's what we need. I'm not saying bring somebody here who's going to start a fight. We ain't trying to have a Malice in the Palace part 2. what we trying to do is y'all gonna put some respect on us, okay?
That's
y'all
right.
pushing us around, and the refs letting y'all get away with it. So guess what? We gonna push y'all around, and then we gonna get a ref something to call since they want to call this ticket tack stuff. I don't need scoring from the enforcer. I don't think this team need any more score. We got guys who can score the ball. We got guys in street clothes right now. We know he can give us 15 off the bench
at least
with his eyes closed. Okay. Yeah. Hunter can score the basketball. Collins, when he's right, he can score the basketball. We need to talk about them first two up top. And anything we get out of Capella, hey, give a golf clap and count it as a bonus.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a bonus.
Capella ain't never been an offensive guy. Never. No. Hey, when he was in Houston, what he did in Houston is what he's doing here. Back then, it was just a younger version. Yeah. I like to make up of this team. Go give me that veteran enforcer. That's my take on that.
And I don't think we wanted to move away from Solomon Hill. It's just that with the injury and how long he was going to be out, it didn't make sense to keep him.
And he still tweets out like in the Hawks game, he's talking about us and good job guys and stuff like
They put him in the deal. They put him in the deal to make the money work. That's all. They put him in the deal to make the money work.
Yeah. They just made
that's
the
all.
money
They had to make the money work. I'll take.
And they're not going to bring him back to get rid of one of the young guys. It's just unfortunate.
A lot of people against it. I'll take a Jay Crowder. That's an enforcer.
I like Jay Crowder, but he's small.
I just don't know. What we could give up.
Yeah, I'm not giving up Jalen Johnson for Jay Crowder. That's probably what they want.
I can move
They're
away
going to
from
want him or AJ. They're going to want him or AJ.
Yeah, and I'm not ready to give that up. Jay Crowder will not make a big enough impact for this team for me to give up AJ or JJ.
Yeah, because one of those guys are our future. You know what I'm saying? Just in case they are a support
AJ
for DeAndre Hunter. Just in case
AJ and JJ, the two positions they play, we got them guys locked up for the next 5 years.
But just like he said, John Collins could be moved.
Same thing with Tyree Martin.
Yeah,
it could be a Martin, and I like Martin. It could be a Martin. You got Jared Culver. You got pieces that you could that you could throw in there. I don't know how good they feel about the Krejci guy, the guy that we got in the Harkless deal. Listen, at this point,
I don't know about them dudes, man.
Whatever it takes.
They're not cracking the rotation.
No, they're not cracking the rotation. All them guys, Frank Kaminsky, Krejci, and Tolliver or Culliver, them dudes are winning cigar guys. You know what I'm saying? Martin, winning cigar guys. Like either losing real big or winning real big. I can't see them beating out AJ, Jalen, either of the Holiday brothers, and then Bogey come back. That's our rotation. And Yeko Kongu.
We can't. Here's the thing about it, y'all. We can't make 9 guys untouchable. You can't have like 3, maybe.
That's how.
3.
But that's how Coach Nate coaches.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, we can't make 9 guys untouchable. We can make 3, maybe 4 guys untouchable.
Yeah, I would say
you can't make 9 guys
untouchable. There's only 2 untouchables.
Something you don't want to give up.
There's only 2 untouchables on this team.
Hey.
Truth be told.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, meet me on the court. This 4-9 player is dropping 20 on your head.
I was gonna say, let me have them.
You got that, Black. Yeah, you got that.
Let me have
Fortnite. Oh yeah, that's all you. I play
Atlanta versus y'all state. Now we appreciate you joining us and appreciate you being down there and being active in the comments. But this young man right here on the side of me, he'll probably shoot you out the gym, bro. He'll probably shoot you out the gym. He'll send you home with empty pockets. You understand that? Empty socks. Where you keep the cash at? Where you keep it at? He'll shoot you out the gym. And he probably know more about this game, and he got more knowledge in his pinky than you doing that little pea brain of yours. So let's keep it 100, okay?
Oh boy,
keep it respectful.
Oh boy,
he might not be old enough to know about that movie called White Man Can't Jump.
I do. I've seen that movie.
And Woody can still shoot like that too, Sam.
Boy,
he can still shoot like that.
Him and Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
Trae Young doesn't expect to miss any time with the injury. He doesn't? Oh wow. No, I'm reading the comment right there. Trae Young doesn't expect to miss any time.
Yeah, it didn't look that serious. You could tell he still, it didn't look like it was turning red or it looked watery or nothing like that. So, yeah, I think he got home and let his wife kiss on it a little bit, and he was like,
I don't know, man. I got a 75-inch. It looks like we got to hold it.
Long as he ain't got no
problem in sunlight or any kind of light. So that's all that's saying right now. Because he tweeted out earlier today that he was gonna be playing.
Yeah, as long as he ain't got no retinal issues or nothing like that.
Yeah,
I mean, he got poked in that. And I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of those guys know what they're doing. See, Rondo slick, dirty player. See, that's why you punch. That's when you punch in the back his dreads. I punch him dead in the back.
I know that's right. Yo, because I don't think it's a goddamn coincidence we playing the New York Knicks in New York in Madison Square Garden and Trae end up with a black eye. I don't take that as a coincidence at all.
And then after the game,
it's not
all the Hawks players were hugging up on different Knicks players. Julius Randle wasn't out there.
Nope.
He was gone.
He got right back to that locker room. And
because he did it on purpose, man.
Sore loser, bro. Julius Randle can't do anything.
Trae missed almost a quarter and a half. He still had 17 and 7 and a plus 17 plus minus.
And look at this. This man pulled off a literal no-look lob. It was his right eye. His right eye that was swollen. Right eye.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Right eye. Look at this lob. Look at this lob.
Yeah, that
see the left side, this time the right coming up short. Young throws it up.
With the glasses.
Hey!
With the glasses. With the glasses. With the glasses.
There's no player in the league other than Nikola Jokic who's going to make that pass.
Or LeBron. LeBron can make that pass too. But still, those three people.
To me, you can put LeBron a second. Jokic and Trae are 1A, 1B. You can't.
Yeah, passers in the NBA, like they're on an elite level. There are a lot of people around the NBA that don't watch Trae a lot. They don't understand. They just see the scoring. They don't understand this man will rather average, 15 assists.
Yep.
Than 30 points.
That's his biggest strength. And
his playmaking is.
We've seen Trae master the pick and roll so quickly into his career. Like nobody had, like it's almost like Steve Nash coming into the NBA immediately. Yeah. This man knows.
Yeah. The boy throws about 6 to 8 lobs a game. Come on now.
Exactly. Yeah. He's insane. He knows how to defend against the hedge. He knows how to get out of the blitz. Knows to pass out of a double. Knows how to throw those lobs and those floaters. He has so many weapons to get out of that pick and roll situation that's why our offense runs so well. And
now he has a running mate with Dejounte who can actually do that also, and now he can play off the ball. Well, he's 46%, but shooting in the corner wide open.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction.
Tim,
I'm gonna make a bold prediction.
Okay, go on.
If the Hawks are top 3 seed, Trae Young is the MVP of the league.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said it, Sam.
No.
I said it, Sam.
It's a hot take. It's a hot take.
The narrative of Luka Doncic will never allow that to happen, man. It will never. It would never, bro. It won't.
But why they keep comparing them to?
Because they got drafted in the same thing.
He got a 6'7", 6'8". He's really a small forward. And
he's small forward. Yeah.
And a point guard,
just like LeBron. Yeah,
and a 6'1" point guard. Why they comparing them? Because they was traded for each other.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
The perfect comparison was what somebody said earlier. Isaiah Thomas Jr.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas. That's what I said. Yeah,
that's the perfect comparison for Trae Young and Dejounte Murray.
It is a hot take, but I mean, we'd honestly love it for Trae to win MVP, but it would take a lot. It would take a lot, and as much as playoff success doesn't take him to affect MVP, we might have to do something special.
He won't win it this year if we're a top 3 team. But if we come back and play well the following year, then yes.
Yeah,
I'm saying we went to the Eastern Conference Finals and then barely made the play-in. That kind of hurt. Fair, unfair, that hurt Trae Young's standings with the media. They was like, yeah, I told you so. I knew he wasn't no good. But really, we had a whole bunch of injuries, you know what I'm saying, the entire season, and we just couldn't get out of that funk, you know what I'm saying? But this year, hopefully, Dejounte's like defensive Spurs mentality rubs off on the whole team. But yeah,
ladies and
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, Mike, I know you can come.
Truth,
You
wait, go.
can stand with me on this.
Truth, wait. Let Sam go ahead. Let Sam go ahead. He's been trying to speak for a while.
Yeah, let's
my
jump on
bad.
over here. Mikey, let's jump on over here to them old Braves. I know that's the next topic, and then let's see if we got enough room for them Bulldogs versus some Volunteers tomorrow. Let's get it.
Yeah, we will. Let Sam get off his take.
My bad, Sam. My bad. Go ahead.
You're all right. Now, I was just trying to piggyback off of what Chauncey said as far as being top three. Now, we're talking about top three in the conference. That's maybe one thing, but if we are a top three team in the league, yeah, it's a different conversation.
I would love to be a top 3 team in the league, man.
Dude, they're already talking about Luka runaway.
How's he a runaway?
Right I'm just telling y'all what I see online.
That's on Twitter. That's the discourse
ESPN.
On Twitter. That's
what they're saying, man. Like they're saying that Luka right now, even over Giannis, in my opinion, Giannis is because he plays offense and defense. But offensive player, they're saying Luka already. I mean, Vegas had him as the number one person to win the MVP this year after that playoff. So, I mean, it's going to be a rough road. Atlanta would have to be a top 3 seed at least for Trae Young to be considered, even considered. And you know how all these media types don't want to be wrong. The Skip Bayless says, you know what I'm saying? The Chris Bouchards, they're just like, he did all right. But he got to do it a whole bunch of times. But yet they were anointing Luka before he finally did what Trae Young did a year later. You know what I'm saying? And now he's super anointed now. But still, it's Trae Young just chugging along.
We're gonna try and get off. We'll try and get these takes off quickly so we can get some Brave stuff. We're gonna try and preview this game. Each person gets around 30 seconds. Let's try a speed round for the Hawks Pelicans preview. But so for me, the key against the Pelicans, we're going to be needing to shut it down the paint. I know that's hard. I know Zion's gonna get his. He's gonna get in the paint. I think we're gonna have DeAndre Hunter. Probably on Ingram because he's probable, and then maybe John Collins on Zion. So JC's really going to need to step up on defense to try to stop Zion from getting into the paint. But we got to make the Pelicans, especially their bigs, a perimeter shooting team. We don't want Zion and CJ to get going, especially in their pick and roll with CJ's ability to shoot the 3-ball. He's been playing really well this year. So we need to shut down the paint or take away the 3. We can't be hit by both because the Pelicans, that's where they hurt you because they're going to be good on defense. They're good. Jonas Valanciunas, good in the paint. Herb Jones, elite perimeter defender. Jose Alvarado off the bench, good defender. So for me, that's really what's going to be the key against the Pelicans. And then we'll go to Blackberry next, and then we'll just go around.
Yeah, just take away points in the paint, man, because the Pelicans got guys that they specialize in getting inside and attacking the basket. And they lay, of course, that group is led by Zion Williamson when it comes to that. But even these other guys like what's his name that came over from the Portland Trail Blazers and
Larry Nance.
Oh yeah, Nance too. Yeah, these guys can get inside. So for me, is take away points in the paint. Or make them have to really work for it. I know it's easier said than done when you got guys like Zion Williamson that can attack the basket. It will, but if you limit those inside the paint points and make them have to shoot threes, force them to have to shoot uncomfortable mid-range shots because they're not a good mid-range shooting team outside of maybe one guy. I mean, you just have to limit those points in the paint, man. That's what it is for me.
What you got, Larry?
I'm gonna echo those same things, but I'm also gonna talk about our bigs extending out to the 3. Because Valanciunas can shoot. He's also a load. He's one of the best rebounding big man, offensive rebounding big men in the league. So that thing I was talking about, boxing out, you know what I'm saying? We have to do that. We can't try to out athletic rebound these guys. Because Zion Williamson, you're not going to be a better athlete than him. And Valanciunas is a very solid, 6'11", 7-foot big dude who knows how to use his body well to get in position, to get the offensive rebound, to get second chance points. That's been our weakness on defense, that and extending our defense for 3-pointers. That's going to be DeAndre Hunter's job on Brandon Ingram, and Clint Capella is going to have to extend out on Valanciunas because he can hit the spot up 3 in the corner, just like Lopez. We do not need to see Valanciunas scoring 19 points in the first half like Robin Lopez did in that game, or Brooke Lopez did in the Bucks game. Disgusting.
That was
disgusting. That was disgusting.
Sam, what about you?
I think that we're going to have to muck this game up. We're going to have to garbage it up. We're going to have to get more physical than them, honestly. Because if not, they could shoot us out of the gym.
John Collins going to get physical with Zion?
I hope so. Hey, I hope so. I hope so. OG, Truth, what about you?
This is one of those type of situations that I'm talking about right here. Coming in, you already know right now the Pelicans are in their locker room, already on their PDAs. We got this off at college. Yeah. Y'all already know what it is. I'm telling you. And watch what they're gonna do when they come right on out. If that man don't act like he's 6'9", 350 and punch somebody in the mouth and rebound like he grown, it's gonna be a conga line down to the lane wherever he at all night and for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I like JC, but I can't even disagree with you, bro.
Yeah, I can't either. Truth. What about you?
Stay connected. Stay calm. Stay clear. Gang rebound.
Nate McMillan.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Stay calm. Stay clear. Gang rebound. Don't allow no second chance points. Run your offense. We beat these guys by 10 or better.
I'm sorry.
They got to play us too.
Y'all giving them too many props to me. They got to play us too.
Well, we're previewing.
We're previewing.
We know what
possible mismatches.
Yeah, we're previewing
mismatch for us. We're
previewing. We're not going to preview the Hawks.
That's my take.
We know what we can do.
That's my take.
Okay. Yeah,
but
you fine, son. You fine.
If John Collins wins this matchup, we win. If John Collins scores 20 and gets 10 rebounds, we win the game. I think we win the game. But I think McCollum cannot check DeJounte at all. And Alvarez, wow, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? That's barbecue chicken for Trae Young. Anyone that's 6'3" or shorter is barbecue chicken to Trae Young. He'll shoot over them just like nothing. He's used to people being 6'5" or larger against him. That's what you have to do to try to even contain Trae Young. If you get someone his size, oh yeah, that's done. They're not even worried about that. We will worry about Herb Johnson, but that kid right there can play some freaking defense. I don't know who he's gonna play. He's probably gonna play Herb Jones. He's probably gonna play against Trae and not DeJounte. So DeJounte will have McCollum on the island. We need to take advantage of that. We need to help John Collins with Zion because he can't really handle him. And we need to box out. Yeah.
I see DeAndre eating in this game. I see DeAndre eating.
Yeah. DeAndre can definitely overpower Brandon Ingram. I do believe that they can go back and forth.
Yeah, he's stronger. He's stronger than Brandon Ingram. But with that, we're going to move on to some Braves talks for around 10, 15 minutes here before we head off for the night. But first, we're going to start off with contract talks with Dansby Swanson. And Dansby is the unquestioned leader of this team. For me, we have to make a great effort to sign this man. To me, I see around $25 million a year for 5 years. I think that's the max I'd go. But I think a reasonable deal would be 23, 24, maybe like 110, 105 million for me would be ideal. But we'll see. There's the shortstop market this year with Carlos Correa, with Xander Bogaerts if he opts out of his contract, with Trey Turner. It's deep. So Dansby's gonna demand a lot of money. So we'll see how that goes. What are your thoughts and your ideal contract for Dansby if you want him to stay?
Pay him. His batter get fat. His batter get it slowed down on the at the latter part of the season, but his batter get better. That's just a formality, okay? He'll get that bat back. He's still a Gold Glove winner. Let's not. I don't want to let the man go just because it's time to pay him. Go on to pay the man. Just pay him. Keep him in the rotation. Keep that camaraderie that you got with your lineup. He's a big part of that camaraderie. He's a leader in the locker room. Just leave him. Pay the man. Pay the man. That's my take.
If you don't pay Dansby Swanson, you might as well break up the team because that's essentially what you're gonna do if you don't pay him.
Agreed. We really need to sign this man because we saw what happened when Freddie left. We started off slow. If Dansby leaves, also part of this core, who knows what happened? I mean, the leader.
Pay him.
What, Ozzy? Because I know I love Acuna. I love Acuna, but I don't think he can.
He's not a leader.
Yeah, he's not a leader.
No, he's not a leader. He's not.
And it's similar with Trae. He's our best player by far, but he's not a leader.
Pay Dansby, man. Pay him. All right. Here's a guy that showed up for you in the playoffs. He showed up for you in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Let's not count like. Oh, you want to count this year? If you want to count this year, nobody hit the ball outside of the first baseman and the catcher. The veteran catcher.
Huh? Acuna.
I mean, Mike hit it a little bit, but no one really hit the ball.
Acuna hit the ball.
Yeah, Acuna did hit
every
the ball.
game except he had a horrible game 4.
He had a horrible fielding situation.
Oh, that was bad. That fielding. Oh,
yeah. But
I think his confidence. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of
all that aside. This was the year we were supposed to do what we did in the playoffs. That team is extremely young. Anthopoulos couldn't do what he did last year. He couldn't go all in this year. He had to take care of his future this year, and he did.
Yeah.
He took care of Strider, Harris, Riley, Contreras, even the Grissom kid. They traded for Olsen. Read him up for eight years. Take care of Dansby. Pay him. And now next year, when we in that run, now that we got our core pieces paid for, if we got to go out there and get that veteran bat off the bench or that veteran glove off the bench, we can do it. Pay him. Pay him whatever the market says. Pay him. I ain't counting dollars like that. It ain't no salary cap. The Braves are not a small market team.
No, they're a top tier.
Trust
team.
me, they turning money. They're in the black. They in the black with the Braves. They ain't in the red. Go on and pay him. I don't trust Grissom yet. He showed me toward the end of the season that he's not quite ready. Okay, pay Dansby.
Yeah.
All right.
Or go ahead.
Golden Glove.
All right.
Consistent Golden Glove.
I'd like to say something about this. First of all, I'm still not over them letting go of Freddie. I feel that that's the reason why we didn't repeat. We really don't have a leader on this team. Let's be honest. We love Dansby. Dansby is not Freddie.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
So we can't talk about Freddie anymore because he's gone. That's gone. That's spilt milk. We have Matt Olson. I'm riding with Olson now. You know what I'm saying? Because I always root for the name on the front, not the back. All right. Do I want Dansby back? Yes. He's homegrown. He's from Georgia. He was brought here to be that next person, you know, even though Riley is more talented than him. Acuna is more talented than him overall. I think Dansby will mold himself into that leader that we miss from Freddie. If we lose Dansby, I'm gonna be really worried about next season.
Me too.
Because we won't have that veteran presence outside of maybe Freed. And then again, we have to sign Freed. So, like you said, $25 million, I would pay Dansby that all day. I think he's worth that with his Golden Glove.
I don't know why not. But
the problem is I think Dansby is going to command between 28 to 30 million on the open market.
30 million is crazy.
And that's look. I say pay the man if you want to keep the core together, but I'm also telling y'all, Alex Anthopoulos pays who he views is the most important on the pecking order. He gave Money Mike. Now, it's really cheap. Mike is worth 15, 16 million right now. He should have been a finalist for Golden Glove.
Oh,
we ain't going to talk
crazy.
about that.
That was nuts.
Like, that's crazy. He was not a top 3 person. Like, get out of here. There is not 3 people in the National League better than him in the outfield. Like, that's cap. All right. Second of all, you see who he paid. He paid Riley early. He paid Dansby early. I mean, not Dansby, but Mike. He paid a lot of people. He gave Olsen more money, Strider. So Anthopoulos is very calculated on what he does. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, I'm going to get Olsen, and I may lose average, but I'll get pop. You know what I'm saying? Home run power. So maybe I'll just say, okay, that's a wash. It wasn't a wash. That was a gamble that he took, and it was a misstep. Okay, but hey,
35 and 100.
That was not
35 and 100 in the 4-hole.
That was
I don't
good.
think that was too much of a misstep.
Olsen did not.
No. I mean, no.
He was just
Olsen
not as good
for
as
what
Ray.
he is fine, but the way our team was designed, we was designed for a more like contact hitter in that 4-hole with pop, and that's what Freddie is. Freddie's a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to replace that. Matt is fine. He's not gonna be Freddie. You know what I'm saying? But I think he suffers from when the shift, and that's going to be gone next year. So I think he's going to be better. I think Ronald's going to be better because no more shifts. You know what I'm saying? No crazy shifts anymore. A lot of players that's on our team gets hurt by a shift. Money Mike is the only one that they don't have a shift for. They couldn't find one for him because he hits the all fields. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to help Dansby. That's going to help Matt Olsen. You know what I'm saying? Our lineup's going to be better, but we got to keep Dansby. I don't trust Grissom. I like him, but not yet. Keep Dansby. Keep the core. Let Grissom be in the outfield in spring training, trying to be in left. Stick him out there. Because right now, left is a hole. And another thing that was a misstep.
It's a big-ass hole.
Yeah, exactly. And AA made a mistake by signing Eddie instead of re-signing Jock. If he would have re-signed Jock, we lost Jock and we lost Freddie. And that
I'm not going to disagree
was
with
it.
that. I'm not going to
And that was pretty much our playoffs. We lost Jock. We weren't those MFers this year. We were last year. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. When you had that energy, like we was the people to beat with Jock and Freddie, boom, we won it. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go on mute.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Josh Gilliam, real quick, Mikey. To say that Freddie Freeman wasn't no leader, bro, I'm not even gonna put no more energy into your comment.
Yeah,
But Bacaraca, you gonna have to explain to me why this $25 million is so important to you not to spend on a consistent Gold Glove who can come out there and that can hit the ball anywhere in the park you want it to be hit at. You need to explain that to me, because just like my OG Truth just said, we ain't got no salary cap in Major League Baseball, bro. What you worried about this $25 million for?
It ain't coming out your pockets.
Did he say Freddie wasn't the leader?
Yeah, he really did.
That man said Freddie wasn't the leader. Stop the cap. That's cap.
This is nuts.
That's cap.
Boy. Hey, we shouldn't spend energy on this. Hey.
No. I mean, look, man. Everyone has their right to their opinion. We all got opinions. This is just some healthy conversation. You know what I'm saying? But
I got a hard idea though.
Now, we not even gonna let that be.
We can't let
it in there and give it a pass. I'm sorry.
No, we can't let some shit pass, man. Some shit we can't let slide.
Lamont Sanford.
I can hear that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it as PG as possible. But for that idiot to say Freeman wasn't no leader,
that's a Lamont Sanford statement. Lamont Sanford.
Yeah, overly smart, dumb. Yeah, you know the end of that sentence. Yeah, bro, I don't understand what your part sound like. You might have stole your girlfriend or kicked your dog. Is what it sounds like.
Rocka, and Rocka. For this comment, I mean, so many people choked in this playoffs this year. I mean, the Braves offense went cold, man. We faced the Phillies offense, who playing in the World Series right now, by the way, and they just had lightning in the bottle, man. They were us from last year. You got to.
They were us from last year. Yes.
Sometimes you don't have.
They just don't have. They running out of gas right now, though.
Yeah, they run out of gas.
I think Houston took the air out of with that no hitter.
Yeah.
So they just run. They just update us. They just run out of gas. Schwarber is they Jock Peterson.
Yeah. Schwarber is their Jock Peterson, 100%. Either him or Bryce Harper. Well, Bryce Harper is their Freddie, and then Schwarber is their and Schwarber is their Jock. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, bro.
I mean, look, man, it bothered all of us when Freddie left.
Yeah,
how he left. That's a matter. Hey, it's two different sides of that story. I'm gonna stay in the middle and say, look here, it is what it is. We got Matt Olson in here. We lost average during the regular season, but he hit 35 and 100 in the 4-hole. That's what I asked for out of my 4-hole hitter. And then, by the way, he was one of the 2.5 guys who hit the ball in the playoffs. So, I mean, in the 4 games against Philly. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's looking up for our Braves, man. It's looking up. I think Dansby gonna probably take a hometown discount. Dansby want to stay home. He don't want to leave here. He said that he don't want to leave here. Now he may let his agent talk him into bucking for a little money, but I can see Dansby taking a hometown discount. I can see Dansby taking 20 a year. Riley getting paid 20 a year.
Not 20 a year, bro. If he was going to take 20 a year, he would have been signed at spring training. There's no way that they're haggling.
That could be true. That could be true. But he just probably just wanted to see it through. I mean, so
it's basically like if you're a veteran like that and you reach your last year. I mean, technically they can't really. Do anything. So I mean, they could have did it by now.
Listen, Dansby going in the age 27 through 29 range. That's when them guys get their money. I can't blame him for not reeing up on that. The age 27 through 29 range. You got to understand now. Riley, the guy, what Riley's 25, and the rest of them guys 25 and under who they paid. Yeah. So I mean, Dansby that 27 through 29 range, he had to see this through. I can't blame him for that.
I think he's gonna get 29 to 30 on the open market. I don't think that AA is gonna pay that. I hope that he takes a discount at 25. I think they offered him 25 already, and he shot that down. So we'll see. Please, AA, bring back Dansby, but I don't know, bro. I'm not feeling good about it. It feels like the Freddie situation to me. I hope we get him back, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I hope so as well. If y'all want to keep talking, I've got to head us in, so I'm not sure if y'all want to keep talking to this. But if we move,
we're gonna close it. We're gonna close it on out, man, because I think everybody got to go. Okay. I know I do.
All right, so we gonna quickly address our. For me, I got 3 key things for the offseason this year, and I was expressing with Joshua last week on the show. Number 1, a veteran back end starting pitcher. Number 2,
don't you say DeGrom. Say DeGrom.
I didn't. A veteran back end starting pitcher.
All right, thank you.
Yes. Number 2, left fielder. Number 3, left-handed reliever. And that can handle what's it called? Big situations late in games, because unfortunately we're gonna have Maggiet this year out, with him going through Tommy John surgery at the beginning of the playoffs this year. So really hope Tyler Maggiet can have a huge recovery, and that he's recovered so much through his career through a lot. So hopefully he can come back stronger than ever. But I think those 3 are the really key things that we need in this offseason. What do you guys think?
100% agree.
I think we need help. We need help. Anybody who's able to come back, let's get them healthy. Now I won't say hell yeah to DeGrom. Boy, if he a Braves fan growing up,
Now that's 40
be
million, dog. That's 40 million, bro.
I don't.
And he choked, dude. If it was 5 years ago, yes. Not now. Not this DeGrom. Nah,
it ain't coming out my pocket. If he want to come
I feel you. I feel you, but nah, that's we act like we're on a budget. And that's gonna cut out us getting Dansby. Do you want DeGrom or Dansby?
Dansby.
I want them both.
Nah, it's not gonna happen for both.
It's not gonna.
The Braves don't operate like that.
So we
Braves
got
don't operate like the Yankees. They don't. They don't operate like the.
They don't have to operate like the Yankees. Listen, if you got a guy like Jacob DeGrom, I know we got to get out of here. If you got a guy like Jacob DeGrom, hey, I was a Braves fan. That's where I want to go. Give me Jacob, because I don't want to keep giving Charlie more than $20 million a year on 1 year deals.
Oh no, I understand that, but we're doing that because Mike Soroka. Hopefully, Mike Soroka can come back healthy, and then we wouldn't have that problem.
And Huascar, we hoping on them guys. We already know what Kyle Wright give them to. Mikey, go take us up out of here, man. We got to get out of here.
All right, we out of here, man. Thank you guys for having me on here.
Oh yeah, no problem,
Larry. If you guys can catch me on the Dixon Way on YouTube, I do basically watch parties for all the games. So for the Hawks or for the my wife joins me when she can. She works nights, so most of the time she's on the Sunday games with the football games. And yeah, we do watch parties. So check us out, you know what I'm saying? And we basically commentate the game, talk to the chat while going through it, you know what I'm saying? Sounds, all that good stuff. So appreciate y'all having me on.
Oh yeah.
Good conversation. This was some healthy conversation right here. I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me back.
Always.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it.
GSN on here for everybody.
Every Friday.
For Mikey, OG, Big Sam, Blackberry. I'm OG Truth Hurts, man. On here, we seek and speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help you God.
Hey, we make sure to catch us. Make sure to catch us next week, same time, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Going to be talking more Hawks and Braves, especially content. So for that, it'll do for tonight's show, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, appreciate you guys, man. Watch me on Saturday with UT in Georgia, and then the Hawks afterwards at 7:30. All right, later.